Ooh. Event. Oh, Monster and Rise spirits. You know, I didn't even think about that. We're gonna take care of those, shall we? Oh yeah, let's go take care of some Monster and Rise spirits, shall we? What do we have to take care of? There are I'm not touching the controller. Magna Malo, Palamute, and Palico? Okay, well, we can work with that. Let's go to the Spirit Board.
Spirit Board!
Yep, we got everything there. So yeah, hey, welcome back. It's... let's just... It's time for some splat in chat. Or smash in chat. In chat. Whatever. Game changes, show stays the same.
Ready?
It's been a while. Oh god. Okay, Smash Bros. So yeah, it's been a while since I played Smash, but and it's been a long time since we've done it in chat. So, for anyone new, basically everybody, in chat is like my, I guess I'd call it like it used to be a monthly show. Every month I would sit down and we'd play a video game. It started with Splatoon, that's why I always called the show Splat in Chat. And it was all about playing video games and talking about news in the video game industry, right? That's what it was originally about. That's kind of what it'll still be about. But this time, so I technically, I'm counting this as season 2. We are now in season 2 of In Chat because it's been a long time. Oh, hey, spoilers. Yep, spoilers, because I'm still trying to get every spirit. Yep. I'm missing, I think 4. It's something like that. I'm sure that works. But yeah, so we're back with us. Yeah, I'm calling it season 2 because I think that's the easiest way to think about it. Just start fresh. I'm making a few changes, but nah, it's still the same show. This is basically my podcast. Like, this is my today's new tonight, kind of funny games daily, podquisition. Right? It's just like my, I'm going to talk about video game news because it's what I'm interested in. And that hasn't changed, and yeah. But we are making up some changes. Some for the better, we're going to see how they work out. Yep, we for sure will. But the other big change that I am going to try to aim for is last time, over a year ago, In Chat was like a monthly show. I would do a new episode every month, right? So it took a long time between episodes, right? And it was, hey, this is news that happened a month ago sometimes. Sometimes it was over a month. And I mean, yes, around E3 I did multiple episodes. This time around, I'm aiming to make it a weekly show. In Chat, every Friday night. Probably the time, whether it's like the time it actually happens will probably vary. But my goal is every Friday night we will do a new episode of In Chat. That's my plan at the moment. That's what I hope I can do. And yeah, and it'll just be in chat, right? We'll chat about whatever's happening, and it should hopefully be fun. And it's not all video game news. Like, and it's also not, I know I'm a Nintendo guy. I play primarily Nintendo games. But we will be covering a wide variety of topics. Plus, there's also, like, what games I've been playing, or as I'm now going to call it, Wibby. Wibby. That's cute, isn't it? But yeah, that'll be talking about like what games I've been playing. It's what I've been entertaining myself with. And it should cover a wide variety of topics. And that's the plan for the moment. Is, yeah, a weekly show, My Kinda Funny Games Daily. Even though it's weekly, so I guess Kinda Funny Podcast is more accurate. And yeah, we'll just sit here and we'll talk about video games while playing some video games. What we actually play, well, that will change from week to week, won't it? Right now, I thought, it makes the most sense to start off with Smash Bros, right? We've done several episodes of In Chat, have been in Smash Bros. Yeah, let's get back into it with Smash Bros. When Splatoon 3 comes out, and assuming I'm still doing this, when Splatoon 3 comes out next year, we'll be taking on Splatoon 3. But that's still not until a while away. Fall Guys? I'm thinking Fall Guys, but we'll have to see. Plus, there's a few other things. Like, I could see myself doing, like, a Hades, even though... We'll see. But yeah, it's just, hey, we're back with a new season. Because I didn't need... When we were doing the Year of Animal Crossing, I didn't need In Chat. Because I was just talking about news as I thought of them. And because of that, during the last season of In Chat, or during the Animal Crossing, we talked about over 650 articles of news and whatnot. That's a lot of fucking news. And yeah, this time around, with being a weekly show, I'm definitely going to pay more attention to the news. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes, but this is my new... Yesterday we did the April Fool's Day joke about, 365 Days of Animal Crossing Season 2. Oh, knock, knock, knock. Wouldn't that be funny, right? And, you could argue if it is or not. But my goal is, we're going to do In Chat Season 2. And that's kind of my next big... Of course, we'll be doing other projects, and we'll talk about that at the end. But yeah, my goal for the moment is, a new season of In Chat. Because, it's... and of course, I always think that I should probably get a better name. Because you know me, but... Because, a name is half the battle. Yeah, we're just chat and relax, playing some video games. Yep, that's half the fun, isn't it? There we go. Yep. Now I think we got one more, and I think is it a 3-star spear at the last one? I don't remember. God, I hope it's not a legendary. Hey, Pookie, how you doing? Good to see ya. Oh, I don't actually know. Oh, that'll be fun. Not the best. Allergies. I totally yep. I've been getting the same. Allergies are allergy season starting up, and yep, I totally get it. Yeah, I've actually been thinking. I at some point I need to play a Monster Hunter game. I've never played a Monster Hunter game before, but let's just do a random battle. I really need to play a Monster Hunter. I know they're good games. I know people who have put hundreds of hours into them. But I don't know. Part of me worries because I know Monster Hunter is the type of game that, like, you put like an hour into it preparing for a fight, and then when you lose the fight, that's it, right? It's game over. And that just doesn't sound fun to me particularly. But I've heard Rise is like the most accessible game ever. I technically own Monster Hunter World on PS4, even though I've never played it. Yeah, at some point I need to play a Monster Hunter. I've been thinking, because I've seen a lot of people talking about Monster Hunter this past week, because obviously Rise came out. Yeah, what fun games. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know. They worry me for the same reason Fire Emblems worry me. You know, where it's like they're good games, but they're just there's a lot of time it takes to play one, and I don't know. I'm not always down for that, admittedly. I'm getting my butt kicked. There we go. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to play a Monster Hunter. Cause I bought World for the purpose of playing a Monster Hunter. Like that's why that's the only reason I own World. Is because I was like, at some point I'm gonna have to play one of these games. But nope, I never have. Oh, hey, it's Kicks. Yeah, sure, let's beat up Kicks. I'm just killing time to get this last monster on our spirit, and then we'll actually get into things. I'm thinking for... So, I've said before, right, on top of trying to get every spirit, I've, God, let's Kicks ass. I'm trying to get, on top of trying to get every spirit, I'm also trying to get, what's it called? I'm trying, oh my gosh, it's so fast. I'm trying to get every achievement. So I was thinking tonight, some of the few achievements I'm missing in this game, out of like all the, I know they're not called achievements, they're called like challenges. Some of the few I'm missing are the online ones. So maybe we'll test out the online. I haven't really played that much Smash Online, so maybe we'll test that out and see how that goes. It probably isn't going to go well, but you never know, right? I don't have much faith because I have had, in the little bit I have played the online, I have had terrible experiences with it. Just utterly dreadful. So hopefully it goes better. Also, I talked about this a while ago. I finally bought the DLC pass, right? And we've been playing as Pyra and Mythra, and we'll probably play a little bit more Pyra and Mythra. Maybe I'll check out Steve a little later, and then probably end up back at Byleth, because Byleth is still my main. I like Rex, I like Pyra and Mythra. They're cool, but I don't know. I don't know. I still probably main Byleth. There we go. Let's get this last one, shall we? Let's just take care of this. Ah, it's an HP battle. I hate these. But I can try to cheese it. Oh boy, I can. Yeah. Luckily the thing's giant. Remember when we thought there was going to be a Monster Hunter character in Smash Bros? I most certainly did. I mean, I don't know, because I still think Crash Bandicoot's coming to Smash. I'm still personally convinced that probably around E3 time, the big Smash Bros character reveal is going to be Crash. You want to get Smash? Yeah, Smash is a good game. I've put a lot of time into it over the past 2 years. Okay, I mean, not a lot compared to like Animal Crossing or Minecraft, but still a good few hundred. Definitely the most I put into any Smash Bros game previously. Oh, I I didn't even realize I had the smash. I thought I was... Come on. Oh, really? There we go. I'll take it. I will take it. Sure. Might as well. I mean, I have the items and I have every spirit. I might as well use the sluggish shield thing. Alright, let's check the shop real quick. I'm always checking the shop. Because I am missing Steve. Or Alex, I guess. Yep. That's one of, like, 2 spirits I'm missing. Alex. I'm close to have... We'll check right here. Collection... Inventory, spirit list. Let's see. I am missing 5. Of course, what those actual 5 are is... Ooh. I know what 2... One of them's the Ender Dragon, and one of them's Max Brass. But I couldn't tell you what the other 3 are. Because, yeah, those are all the normal spirits. And then from here we have the DLCs. That's where it breaks right there. There's the first Fighter's Pass. Some more crap. Yep. Yep, there's Max Brass. Because I cannot beat that battle. I can't do it. Oh, I do have the Ender Dragon? Huh. Curious and curiouser. I thought I was missing the Ender Dragon. So we've seen 1 so far. I'm missing these 2. And I have no idea what these 2 are. What? There was a... Usually I try to keep an eye out on Twitter for like any Smash Bros. Spirit events. I guess I missed one. I know one of these is Ghost and Goblins. And maybe the other one's Persona 5 Strikers? But I'm missing... What spirit event did I miss? Oh, shit. Gosh dang it, I usually try to keep... Admittedly, I did not know about these Monster Hunter spirits. But I usually try to keep an eye on these things. Oh, no. Whatever. I'm close to having them all. Alright, let's do some online, shall we? And let's get in. I'm just doing whatever my defaults are. Solo, preferred rules. And yeah, we got some news to talk about today. So, our first news subject is actually about this lad over here. This boy Mario. It's-a me, Mario. Because, fun fact, Mario is dead. Yep, the day we have all been fearing has finally arrived. Nintendo did a public execution of Mario on March 31st. They publicly killed Mario. No more Mario games, right? Just, hey, shitty Mario and your stupid Mario-ness, because Mario is dead, because Nintendo clearly doesn't like money, and they clearly are still stuck in the year 1998. So no Mario for you. No siree. No, yep, Mario is dead. Long gone, super dead, you know? Because would you really expect anything else from Nintendo but the public execution of Mario? Yep, that's what happened. So, for those not... So, what I'm talking about here is on, So, Nintendo had a bunch of games on... Oh, and also the Death of Fire Emblem. I don't have it written down in my notes, but also... Or, well, I do, just not the notes I'm looking at. Oh, you can see the lag. Also, there was the public execution of Fire Emblem. or well, kind of. It's a little less intense than that, and nobody seems to be talking about it. But yes, Fire Emblem is also dead. Oh shit. Yeah, so Nintendo released all these games collections, Super Mario 3D World, or Super Mario 3D All-Stars, because they wanted this big year of Mario. So we had Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Mario Maker, and I swear there's one other. And basically Nintendo, they're no longer selling Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Not on the eShop, not in physical. I mean, you can still find physical copies while supplies last, even though I guarantee you the scalping prices are going to start going crazy. Nope, I ain't dealing with that. But yeah, so that's Nintendo killed Mario. They that Mario Brothers 35, you know, that Tetris 99 game, that was a much better fan game, I should say. The Tetris 99 was okay, but Mario 35 I did not actually like at all. I thought the fan game that just put like 100 players in like a Mario level and was like, hey, just do whatever, was a much better game. I don't know, maybe I don't think I'm alone on that. But yeah, they killed off Mario 35, a game I didn't care for. And I get them killing off Mario 35. I get them not selling physical copies of 3D All-Stars. Right? Like maybe the physical, like if the physical copy had like more stuff in it, it'd be like, yeah, no, it was like a special event style thing. I kind of get that. The problem is it wasn't. The physical copy of Mario All-Stars was just a physical copy of the game. And there is no reason... Oh god, the lag. There is no reason to take off the physical version. Like, none whatsoever. It's just Nintendo being scummy. Because they're stuck in the year 1998. And yes, I know they've done this before with the Wii. Right, the Wii had a re-release of Super Mario Bros. 3D All-Stars, or Super Mario Bros. All-Stars, the original SNES game. It had a re-release, and it came with like a special booklet and a soundtrack and whatnot. It was cute, I guess. And instead of, and that was a limited release thing. They only sold it for a few months, and then that was it. So it's right, but that was the Wii U era. That was a different time. We don't live in the Wii U era anymore. We live in the Switch era, the era of digital games. Oh, come on. Oh, I'll take it. If it stops lagging. I have no idea how I won that. I was terrible. But yeah, so the death of Mario, it's removing all these games. It's just scummy, man. Fuck Nintendo. What pieces of shit. Like, yeah, sure, I'll do a rematch. What just colossal assholes. Because it's the modern digital age. These games can be reprinted digital. Like, it's not like a physical thing, right? A physical game you have to get production copies for and everything. A digital game you can just release infinitely, right? There is no limit to how much you can hold off a digital game. And we're going to talk about another digital service later today as well. It's all around just kind of scummy. What Nintendo is doing to digital this, because there is no reason to take this off. And it does, again, I have complicated feelings about is it okay to pirate Nintendo's games? That is up for you to decide, but do the research for yourself. Come to your own conclusions. Yep. Come to your own conclusions, because there is research to be done. But basically, I'm not happy with Nintendo. And then, same thing with that Fire Emblem game. The Fire Emblem game, like, at least the other games in this 3D collection can be got, like, they're re-releases. This Fire Emblem game, while I know it's an SNE and an NES game, it has never released in the West before. If you wanted this game, this was your first opportunity to get it officially licensed in English. And they're only selling it for like a few bucks. I've seen speculation that the Fire Emblem thing was actually a Wii U game, and I am admittedly more inclined to believe that. Like, I see more of the evidence for the Fire Emblem thing being a Wii U game. Like, yeah, because it looks very great, and I did buy it. Of course, it worked, because the day they took them off is also coincidentally the end of the fourth quarter. So of course Nintendo has a vested interest in selling these games for a limited time to try to boost sales before the end of the fourth quarter when they have to present to investors. They have an interest in doing that. And yeah, no, and of course I fell for right. I mean, I was gonna buy 3D World regardless because I was obsessed with playing oh my god, I can't believe I missed that. I was obsessed with playing 64 because, you know, the only copy of 64 I have is the 3DS version, or the DS version, and yeah, I wasn't gonna do that again. Oh gosh dang it, I used it right as it fell out. But yeah, so I was gonna buy that, but the Fire Emblem thing, admittedly I have very little interest in the Fire Emblem game, but I was gonna buy it again because of course it goes off sale. So it worked, and Nintendo just pulled a bunch of scummy business moves. Because they're Nintendo, of course they're gonna get away with this. Yeah, sure. Yeah, fuck Nintendo. Fuck Nintendo. But just, I mean, yes, is this as scummy as things other companies are doing? Like anything EA, Activision, Blizzard, Ubisoft, 2K. Is this as scummy as anything they do? No. But it's still, at the end of the day, it's still very anti-consumer. Yep. This is still, just because it's not as bad as what these other companies do, doesn't mean it's not anti-consumer, because this is the death of Mario. And I know some people are sick of the meme, right? The death of Mario. But if we've learned anything from the past year, it's that you can get companies to do anything you want as long as you keep complaining. Peer pressure fucking works, and these companies will bow to it. Oh, woo, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, peer pressure works. And, of course, the hope was that we could public shame works, is what I better mean. The hope was that we could publicly shame Nintendo into changing their minds about this. And Nintendo, of course, it honestly doesn't really surprise me that peer pressure doesn't work on Nintendo. Because even though they have more morals than most other companies, it's just they don't have shame. That's the thing. Like, at least other companies have to pretend to have morals. Like, Activision Blizzard has to pretend to be a moral company. They don't have morals, though, but they have a public image. They can be shamed. Nintendo has morals, they just don't have any shame, so of course it didn't work on them. And, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, maybe they'll re-release them all separately. Like, maybe instead of a collection, we'll get, all three of these games as a separate package. And that's possible, yeah, sure. But it's also Nintendo. Nintendo makes weird moves. So you never know what they're gonna do. They might do that. Of course, you know, and it's funny, because if they didn't, I would 100% suspect that Galaxy 2 was coming as DLC. Right? They could easily charge another $20 and release Galaxy 2. I would gladly, if this collection hadn't been taken off, yeah, people would have easily paid another $20 to get Galaxy 2 as part of this collection. Easily, I would have easily done that. But because they're taking the collection away, of course we know that's not going to happen. Because they're taking this collection away. And yeah, individual releases may change things, but they also might not. I don't think it's happening. And I think the most telling thing for me, and I think I said this on Twitter, was the that canceled Zelda show. Nintendo was all in the second even just a little bit of information got leaked about that Zelda show. Nintendo just up and canceled it. God, I cannot get a good hit off. But yeah, that Zelda show, the fact that Nintendo was just willing to take their ball and go home, I think is the ultimate proof for me that they are that they have no shame about. God, I'm getting my ass kicked. We started off so strong as well. Oh, come on. But yeah, that proves to me that Nintendo has no shame. They're totally willing to take these games off the market. They're totally willing to just take their ball and go home at any point. So I personally don't think these games are coming back. I would love to be wrong. Don't get me wrong. If I'm wrong, I would be happy. But it's the death of Mario. Because, well, Nintendo personally is like, hey, hasn't the Mario 35th anniversary been fun? Have you guys been having fun? We've been having fun. Meanwhile, everyone's just talking about the death of Mario. Instead of, like, their Year of Mario trending on Twitter, you know what was trending? The death of Mario. Because someone made a joke about the public execution. Gosh dang it, I could not get out of that, and I couldn't block it. Yeah, everyone was joking about the death of Mario, and I think that's how it's gonna keep going. Right? Like, and I know some people hate the joke, because of course some people I didn't mean to hit rematch. Some people just hate jokes in general. But this is the death of Mario. And I'm gonna keep joking, like, even when people keep playing Mario games, it's the death of Mario. Like, at E3 this year, and people are going to say the same thing about Zelda. That, hey, it's like when they do a re-release of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, you know what people are going to say? Hey, it's the death of Zelda. And then Nintendo is going to only sell the game until March 31st of next year. And also the games aren't going to be in HD because, you know, also on top of 3D World being a limited release, it was also a bad release. And, you know, and Nintendo probably is like, oh, well, it's not our best release, which is why we're only selling it for a limited time, not realizing that people don't care, and that if Nintendo thinks it's such a bad release, why'd they do it? I'd love to stay and listen, but I'm tired. Probably hit the bed. It's 12:37. Yeah, I'll try to do this earlier. I did it late. I was late tonight because I was doing other things, but in the future, hopefully I'll be earlier. Yeah, because, yeah, time zones are a bitch. Hey, it was good to see you. Yeah. And this is every week. I'll be back. And plus, we'll be doing normal streams as well. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, the death of Mario really sucks. Doesn't it? It's a shame. It's a shame. So what do we have next? Let's talk about Cyberpunk 2077 for a second, shall we? I haven't played Cyberpunk 2077. I don't have a next generation console, and I'm not picking that game up on the Wii U, or not the Wii U. Good night, sweet dreams. Yeah, you too. I'm not picking that game up on the the Xbox One or the PS4. Fun, as I learned the other day, which I think is interesting, the Cyberpunk still isn't on the PS4 and presumably PS5. Yeah, the game got taken off at the storefront 100 days ago, and it still isn't back. Which I did not know about. For some reason, I thought it came back at some point. Nope, as I learned, it's still not back. You can't buy Cyberpunk on a PlayStation. I mean, you can get a physical copy, obviously. Oh, I'm already out. But if you want a digital copy, nope. Or, yeah, there's no way to get it, which is, yeah, the game's still broken. And they announced, like, this big patch, and it's, like, their patch notes for this new Cyberpunk update are huge. It's a massive patch note. Like, oh my god, and like it's incomprehensible to me. Like, I haven't played the game, but like just looking at it, the patch notes for Cyberpunk are fucking, it's just this massive list. That's a list tells me nothing. That's incomprehensible to me. That tells me sweet fuck all. Let's try Steve a little bit. I'm not good. I've only used Steve to do the spirits, so yeah. But yeah, and they've talked about like, oh, we're making the police better. Oh, like in case cars get like stuck in things or get flipped upside down, here's a button that'll turn them back over. Okay, that's cool, I guess, but that doesn't really fix things, you know what I mean? Like, what, like, because I've heard, like, there were a lot of people had certain expectations for Cyberpunk. And now that it's out, we know things are more complicated than that. The thing I've seen Cyberpunk compared to now that it's out is I've seen it compared to... Oh, what's that game I've seen it compared to? Oh, I've seen it compared to a Bethesda game, which I would say is probably the most accurate way to look at it. Is that it's a Bethesda, that Cyberpunk is literally just a Bethesda game. And honestly, the idea of like a Bethesda game set in a Cyberpunk universe isn't a bad idea. Like I'm excited for Starfield, as are most people. But I don't know. It's an all around shitty situation. It truly is. Kind of hate Steve. I hate the minecart, especially. Yeah, I think it's just all around, it kind of sucks for Cyberpunk to be in this situation. And because the game, like, even as just like a Bethesda game, that sounds fun. I think a Bethesda game style, right, Cyberpunk sounds fun, because these big games are so hard to do, and it's all shitty developers. I'll probably play Cyberpunk one day, but that clearly isn't anytime soon, sadly. Gosh dang it. I wonder if Steve would work. I don't know. Part of me thinks that Steve wouldn't work good on one-on-one because of how hard it is and how hard it is to freaking land hits or anything. I don't know. Steve's an interesting character. I'm glad they're in it, obviously. But yeah, one day, I mean, I of course, I'll if I ever buy it, my hope is that it's like, even though I'd be happy to pay money for No Man's Sky, my hope is that, even though I was happy to pay money for No Man's Sky, because I did pay money for No Man's Sky, I also will admit that, like, if I can ever find a copy of Cyberpunk used, I will probably buy it used. But especially if it goes down to, like, the prices No Man's Sky was at some point. Because No Man's Sky went down to like $10. And my hope is that maybe one day Cyberpunk will do the same. But that's probably not anytime soon. God, did I really get... I'm just doing terrible. Gosh dang it. Steve sucks. But yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking about that because I saw the bug patch report and was like, wow, that's a... You know what I didn't... I'm a fucking idiot. I was playing that. I didn't realize that was a team game. I'm a fucking moron. I didn't realize that was a team game. That is not the first time that's happened. Let's do another round with Steve. But yeah, it's just Cyberpunk's an all around, and I don't feel bad for the corporation. Fuck CD Projekt Red. I feel bad for the people working on the ground floor trying to make the best game they can, and who were ignored by upper management, right? The people who knew about all the bugs, who were then just thrown under the bus by the studio. I feel bad for them. But it's just an all-around shitty situation. But one day I'll play Cyberpunk when I get around to Fallout 76, which will be happening sooner or later. But let's talk about some other PlayStation stuff while I'm thinking about it, and some stuff that's getting taken down. That being freaking the PlayStation stores. So the PS3, PSP, and PlayStation Vita stores are all being shut down. I think in August is the date they gave. So yeah, that sucks. And yeah, this is, like I said, with the Nintendo thing, that's something, getting rid of 3D All-Stars, at least physical copies of that will always exist. No matter what happens, we will continue to have physical copies. But it's been reported that there are probably, with all these stores getting shut down, we are losing thousands of games, including a bunch of like, I want to say just on PSP alone, it's something like 2,000 games are probably going to be lost forever. Unless, of course, we get things like emulation. And, yeah, I mean, luckily, right, there are, again, take your own thoughts on piracy. Do whatever you will with that, but it's just an all-around terrible situation. And the video game archive is terrible at the video game industry is terrible at archiving their content. Because there's so many good video games that have probably just been straight up lost. And the video game, and you know, it's sad because the studio that's easily the worst at it, or the studio, not every video game deserves to be preserved, but the studio that has by far the least interesting stuff to be preserved, Microsoft, is the one that's the best at it. Microsoft actually does a really good job at preserving their legacy content, right? They actually give a shit. And yet they're the one, and yet they have the least I mean, yes, they've got some good stuff. No, it's not all doom and gloom, but they've also got a lot of shit I don't care about. But it all deserves to be preserved, and luckily, emulate. Let's use emulation. Let's not use piracy, because that paints things in a negative light. Luckily, emulation exists, and these games will be archived. At least a lot of them will. But a lot of things are going to be lost, sadly, eventually. And it's just all around shitty. It's just all around a shitty situation for everything. But that's how these things work with digital gaming. And then there's the whole thing of, do you even own your games, right? With things like Stadia. There's no guarantee that Stadia is going to continue on forever. If you have games on Stadia, do you own your Stadia games? Right? Because Stadia servers could shut down at any moment, and all those games, all the potential Stadia exclusives that don't exist, could be lost forever. Okay, communication error or whatever. Yeah, no, that's a real work. The entire right, the archiving of video games is an all-around. Why is my global smash power best for Yoshi? That's weird. Yeah, this is all around just a terrible situation. And luckily, right there, I've considered getting a PS Vita in the past. I don't know, I always hear people like Gregory Miller talk about it and how good it is, and I'm like, you know, there's probably some good games on Vita. At some point, I would like to try one, and now, if I ever want to try a Vita, I'm now on a time limit of I have until, I think I said, what, August? Oh, God, no. Yeah, I've got until August. That's the end game. After that, I mean, again, like I said, emulation and whatnot exists, but I'm thinking of that. There's a classic Tumblr post about how it it took 6 years, but we finally have fully cracked the PS Vita. Wait, there's no games. We've spent 6 years on nothing. There's no Vita games. And that's blatantly untrue. Okay, there is the fact that a lot of Vita games have been ported to other systems. Right? Like a lot of good classic, but I mean some stuff will be lost. But yeah. I don't know. I think it's all around kind of funny, personally. That you spend years trying to get the Vita and nothing, because it's the Vita. I don't know. The Vita looked like, as a prototype for the... Much like how the Wii U is a prototype for the Switch, the Vita also is definitely influential on the Switch. And in a good way, I should say. Because the Vita, I don't know. Sony didn't support it. But it seems to be a good system all around. It just doesn't have a lot of games, and it didn't get a lot of support from Sony, but that's kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes, sadly. I don't know, and I know it's the Persona 4 Golden Machine, which Persona 4 is now on Steam, right? I think it is. I don't know, I've never played a Persona game. One day I will play a Persona game. I don't know when, but one day I will, I promise. Not on stream. Nope. No interest, personally. I don't know. You know, it's funny. I own Persona 5, but then they released Persona 5 Royal, and I was like, why would I should now wait for Royal to go on sale just to pick up Royal. I actually saw Royal for $30 the other day. And it's like, you know, if I actually gave a shit, that'd be kind of tempting. Because I bought Persona 5 for like $5. Okay, I think it was closer to 8, but still. Oh, gosh dang it, I missed. But yeah, so it's just video game archiving is a weird thing, and the industry needs to get better at it, but the video game industry is, because the film industry and like the book industry are all around pretty great at it. I mean, they're definitely got better as time goes on. Yeah, sure, have a bunch of movies been lost? Totally. You piece of shit. That freaking sucks. But yeah, the video game, it's an art. I know there's been the debate, is video game art? Kind of like the debate back a few thousand years ago about were books art, or the debate from the early 20th century about were movies art. But they're all art. The video game industry needs to get better at archiving games, at preservation and whatnot. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about something fun. The new Among Us map came out. So the map came out on what, April 31st, I think. Maybe it was the 30th. I don't remember what day the new map came out. Whatever, they're gonna final death it. But whatever day the new map came out, no, it must have been April 31st, because it was the same day as Godzilla and Kong, which we'll talk about at the end. But I saw the new Among Us map, and I was like, I wondered if Chilled Chaos is streaming this. Because I've been big into Chilled Chaos recently, and sure enough, I boot up Twitch, and there's Chilled Chaos playing the new Among Us map. I watched Chilled Chaos for like 5 hours, just playing the new Among Us map. And I know he streamed again today and whatnot. It's a very interesting map. Like, it's very... I haven't played it yet. I've just watched videos on it, and I've seen a few people play it. All on Twitch. And it's a very interesting map. It's got a lot of fun things going on. Some of it's very complicated. Like, there's this task in electrical that involves you, like, flipping switches in, like, the correct sequence. That sounds like a nightmare. Because every time the switches change order, and you have to hit all 7 of them, and it's basically the memory one in the first map. Is the memory game in any of the other maps? I don't honestly know, but it's basically the memory map again. Or it's basically that memory game, and it's just... It sounds like a nightmare, personally. At least that's my thoughts on it. But other than that, it's a big map. And I've seen already talk about, like, oh, hopefully modders will find a... Because I don't think there's been anything official. But it was like, hey, hopefully modders will find a way to make, like, it like a 15, 20-person game. Because the new map may be good for stuff like that. I don't know, Among Us, even though it's a 2-year-old game, still has some learning curves. Because while the first map is good, in the third map, not Mira, what's the third map called? Polaris? Well, the third map is good. The second map, Mira HQ, just kind of sucks. And this new one definitely seems to be, it's a very big map. And it definitely, like, it's very cylindrical, and it doesn't have, like, the problems of Mira HQ, where you can just get stuck in, like, a corner and not be able to do anything. So it doesn't seem to have some of those problems. But it definitely seems to have some problems. It's just very big. And the worry is that, oh, you're not going to be able to find anyone while you're off doing whatever, basically. That's the worry, that you're not going to be able to, that, like, oh, normally you kill someone, and then someone will find the body pretty quickly. Not always, but sometimes. But on this map is so big that you won't always find the body. And yeah, that does, to be fair, sound like a real problem. Stupid Smash Ball. But yeah, so that seems like a real problem. But there are a lot of... Like, I love the bathroom doors that you can just kick open, and you could theoretically... If you can lure someone into the toilet, you could hide a body in there. Or there's, like, a safe that... I hear the safe minigame is, like, a pain to figure out at first. Because, you know, a bad tutorial is only bad... Like, learning to play a game only sucks once. Once you know how to play it, you can play it. So, yeah, that's a thing. But I don't know, and then, like, spawning in different areas, it's just a big map. I'm going to play it at some point. My worry is that I'm not going to play it with enough people. But yeah, I feel like the new map is an interesting thing to add into Among Us. Personally, I've been seeing all these mods, like, I've seen, like, someone did a mod that added in a jester role, where if the jester gets voted off, the jester wins. Or I saw someone add a sheriff, where if the sheriff gets a kill, and if they pick wrong, they die. I've seen I don't know. I've seen there's like a Town of Salem one. A One Night Ultimate Werewolf style one where it adds in like weird roles like that. I think would be very interesting. I don't know. I love to see them actually like put some of that into the official game. Not as like a main mode, obviously, but as like a side mode. I don't know. That all those like weird roles and whatnot would be actually really cool to have in the game. Proximity chat, I don't know. Proximity chat I've seen some fun videos of, but that doesn't need to be in the actual game. Even though it is interesting. Like the lovers, I think, is an interesting concept, and the fact that they can talk outside of the meetings and like just to themselves is very interesting. There's a lot of interesting ideas. I love to see them experiment with that. I know they talked about what they have planned for the future. I admittedly didn't read what that is, but I still like the game. I know some people are like over it now. And of course, anything that's popular, there will always be a group that decries dead game, no matter how alive the game is. See Fall Guys. But Among Us isn't a dead game. I still enjoy the hell out of it. I don't really play it that much, but I enjoy watching streamers play it still. Like Chilled Chaos, I still enjoy the hell out of. He's the main one, honestly. I know there are others who do it, but Chilled Chaos is the main one I watch. Like, I don't know. It's just an all-around good game. So yeah, I have hopes for its success. Inner Sloth, the development team, seems like good people, and yeah, hopefully they'll continue making good games. So next up, I want to talk about. So we got some information about E3. I need to drink. And it seems that there's... Okay, this all is complicated, to say the least. But basically, from my understanding of all of this, basically E3 originally stood for the Electronic Entertainment Expo. It has now been rebranded the Electronic Entertainment Experience. Because, of course, no conventions doing an in-person convention. Because even though the numbers are trending up again, because basically here in the States, we celebrated at the 5-yard line. It was basically like we celebrated moments before we kicked the goal, right? Like moments before we won, we celebrated. And now the numbers are starting to tick up again. Yes, people are getting vaccinated. Good. But who knows? We might get if we keep increasing our rates. So far, the vaccines seem to be pretty good at stopping the mutations, like the South African mutation, the UK mutation. But if numbers keep trending the way they are, one day we might get the American mutation that is resistant to the vaccine. And that means another fucking year. I mean, it'll probably mean another 6 months on top of, again, because this ain't ending until September. But doesn't that sound like a fucking joy? Another fucking 6 months of this just because we have a new variant that's immune to the vaccine? Because that's what's going to happen at this rate, because we're celebrating prematurely. We're opening back up too early. That's a real fucking problem. And yeah, so E3, and of course we're gonna get there's a Comic-Con in the weekend of Thanksgiving, which is I have never been to a Comic-Con. I have no interest personally. Maybe one day, but I'm more interested in seeing like an RTX, which RTX is a digital event this year, and you definitely believe I'll be checking that out, and we'll be talking about it. But yeah, so E3 now stands... So this is from Nibelion on Twitter. It's E3 now stands for Electronic Entertainment Experience. The ESA wants to partner with NVIDIA to deliver on-demand streamed games demos. Paid access could include extra access for those... Right, so they might do a paid event? The paid access is not set in stone yet. They could backtrack. Also interesting, multiple published sources told VGC they expected to provide some content for digital E3 events as a show, support the ESA, but they could ultimately reserve the main reveals for a separate thing. Now, fuck the ESA. The ESA is literally the video games lobbyist organization, right? All they do is lobby for the video game industry. So when loot boxes eventually... Hopefully one day loot boxes will be regulated by the government because they are gambling, and the video game industry is aware they're gambling. And you know who's going to be there? They're defending loot boxes against regulation? The fucking ESA. That's who. And the ESA is just all around a bunch of shitty cunts. It's an all around terrible. And yeah, it fucking sucks. And I'm fine with studios just going on their own and creating their own events. Because fuck the ESA. What a shitty, just all around, fuck them. But so there have been talk about this paid thing, right? Like, are you going to have to pay to go to E3? And so Nibelion posted this, and the E3 Twitter account did respond to him and say that no, we are not doing a paid event. So it looks like they have been talked out of that. At least for the moment, yeah, they seem to have been talked out of doing a paid event. I wanted that. But yeah, so at least that's not happening at the moment. Oh my god, they actually got the rest off. But yeah, so at least at the moment, again, that could change at any moment. Right now, the ESA is claiming, and I think the price they were talking about was like $35, which isn't the worst price in the world, as much as it costs to go to E3. And again, the ESA still wants a 6-figure style convention that for like a company like Xbox to show up as part of E3, they still need to dish out at least $100K, which is fucking scummy as hell. Yeah, no, I would not be surprised if E3 is dead this year. Because I don't know. I mean, yes, it's a good time to get everyone in one place. But these studios, in the past year, Xbox, Sony, Nintendo's been doing it for years. But admittedly, Nintendo did a fucking terrible job last year because Nintendo was hit hard by COVID. It seems like most studios were, but Nintendo was hit the hardest, if I had to guess. So yeah, it's... Fuck the ESA. I'm fine with E3 being dead. And, like, they talk about this, like, teaming up with NVIDIA to stream demos. I do think that's something we might see this year. Because, you know, why get a bunch of press junkies to, like, come to your thing and see your behind-closed-doors demo when you could just let people... or, like, why pay for a convention floor that then people have to report about when you can use your stream... Like, Xbox. I could see Xbox using their xCloud to send demos onto like people's consoles that they can play, and because they're streamed, there's no worry about like people like downloading them and like you know, like whenever like a demo comes out, people will like hack into the demo's files to like see what's going on behind the scenes and all that. I wouldn't, right, with these games all being streamed, you don't have to worry about things being hidden like that, right? You don't have to worry about people hacking into the demos because they can't do that. So I see the appeal, admittedly. Will it happen? Well, we'll have to see, obviously. But I at least see where I could see Microsoft doing this. The ESA style streaming demos, right? That's a good idea. And that might be the future of conferences like this, where you just stream these... like, Devolver Digital did their joke Devolverland, which was basically like a playable video game demo thing. And you know what? People loved that. Gosh dang it, my partner's screwing me over here. Gosh dang it. Ah, Tiki. So yeah, I do think that stream demo thing has some merit. And will it actually happen? We'll see. But I think that has potential. And I think that would be a good marketing move to put these things in people's hands. But at the moment, fuck the ESA. What a shitty... And then let's not forget the time they leaked a bunch of journalists' information. They basically doxed a bunch of people. Yeah. And then the paid access thing. I mean, I know these events have to make money one way or another. These companies, I think, are just better off without E3. I think they'll do more without having to, like, cater to E3's needs. Yeah. So next up, let's talk about... So yesterday was April 1st, April Fool's Day, a holiday that is much older than you'd actually think. Right? And I know the internet has taken, like, turned its back on E3, and I kind of get that. Or on... Not E... Yes, the internet has turned their back on E3. I mean, they should. But nope, it gives them the trailers they want. But no, the internet has turned their back on April Fools, because it's usually just all a bunch of shitty marketing and whatnot, and I get that. But, you know, because last year April Fool's Day was canceled. Yes, I'm cynical. I'm cynical about some things, and there's a lot of shit I don't want to talk about. But you know what? At the same time, shouldn't a bunch of companies trying to do something fun, even if it's not the funniest thing and it's barely a joke, isn't there some merit to companies at least trying to not be like soulless corporations and, you know, actually do something interesting? Honestly, of all people, I think College Humor fucking nailed it. There's one video they did making fun of April Fools. You can look it up. It's like the April Fool. But then there's another video they did about the Defender of the Basic, which Defender of the Basic video is one of College Humor's best videos. Just all outright, it's not my favorite. My favorite is still the 6. The 6, which the best one is probably the 6 Christmas movies you'll live, but admittedly the 6, God, this Sephiroth is good. Kicking my ass. The 6 ways you'll see your dad is also really good. But Defender of the Basic is great. And Defender of the Basic meets the April Fools, where they point out that, you know, these companies, yeah, they're stupid, and they know their jokes are bad, but, you know, at least they're trying to have, like, some sort of soul, right? At least they're not trying to be soulless corporations. So, I don't know, my feelings on April Fool's Day have definitely evolved, and I think you can have some fun with it. I mean, yes, some people get tricked, specifically Kotaku. Kotaku was tricked. Someone pretended to be Halo Infinite and say that the game is getting delayed until 2021. And you know what? They fell for it. Kotaku fell for it, posted an article, then quickly retracted it, and were like, yeah, we fucked up. Yes, no, there is no, Halo Infinite has not been delayed. Of course, did the Lego Star Wars game get delayed today? I think that happened. But yeah, so right, and I don't know, there are some fun, I don't know, I try to have fun with it. There were some, I mean, the Volkswagen one was fucking stupid, and that's bad corporation, just bad April Fooling. But there are some fun April Fools, there are some fun japes to be had. Pokemon changed their Twitter account to be all about Bidoof. And I don't know, I thought that was kind of cute. Bidoof, out of all, so right, you know, every Pokemon game you have the 3 starters. Oh, come on, it didn't go back up. You have the 3 starters, you have, oh god, what is, you have a bird and then you have a rat. Of all the starting game rats, Bidoof is the best one. I know people clown on Bidoof. Bidoof is kind of dumb. But Bidoof is the best one. Because Bidoof is the rat type, right? The rat HM slave. But it can also learn... Gosh dang it. It can also learn surf. It can learn dive. I don't think it can learn defog. But it can learn surf and it can learn dive. And I feel like a lot of people don't give Bidoof enough credit for that. And yeah, Bidoof is easily, out of all the early game HM slaves, Bidoof is one of the best. And yeah, people just don't give Bidoof enough credit for being as good as Bidoof is. Because it's freaking Bidoof, man. It looks... it's cool. Bidoof is cool, and people don't give Bidoof enough credit. I mean, of course, I still hope that HMs aren't back in the new Pokemon games and the Diamond and Pearl remakes, because HMs fucking suck. So I hope they're not back, but they probably will be, and you're all gonna get a Bidoof. So, I don't know, I found that cute. One of my favorites was Bug Snacks. Right? Game of the Year Bug Snacks did Bug Snacks without the bugs. So it was just snacks. So there's like just a sandwich sitting in the wild, just a donut rolling down the hill and then just coming to a stop. They got rid of the bugs from Bug Snacks. I don't know. I think that's pretty... Let's try Sephiroth. I think that's pretty funny. Bug Snacks without the... I recommend you look it up, because the video does it better than I could. But I thought that was pretty funny. But out of all the April Fool's Day jokes... there were some other funny... I mean, I was going to talk about Fall Guys. We'll talk about Fall Guys in a little bit. When I get to Wibby. God, I love that name. Wibby. So we'll get to Fall Guys in a little bit. But I loved their joke. They did this whole thing about like cockroaches or something like that I don't get. But on the actual day, they did something really fun. So yeah, we'll talk about that. But there were some other fun ones. Nvidia did like color changing hair, and I saw some people saying that, oh, Nvidia's color changing hair is stupid because it's not realistic, right? You could, like, at least some of these like April Fool's Day jokes are kind of believable, like Volkswagen becoming an electric car manufacturer. That's kind of believable. One of them did, like, I saw PC cases. One of them was a terrarium, like a PC case that you can grow plants in. And I saw another one that was a PC case that you could make martinis in. I think that was Newegg did a PC that you could make martinis in, that had like a drink mixer built in. Yeah, no, I could totally see some, like with all the crazy PC mods, I could totally see somebody make that. So yeah, no, it's... So, right, there are some things that are totally realistic, right? That, like, yeah, no, that can totally happen. But I saw people get mad at the Nvidia one, which was color changing hair, just because it's not realistic. Well, I mean, yes, color changing hair does technically exist, but you know how Razer works, where like they like to put colors and everything, and like you can fully like adjust it with like 360. I don't know. I thought the Razer thing was kind of funny. Velveeta did one where it was a Velveeta. Oh God, what was it? Velveeta, like facial products, right? Like a Velveeta cream you could put on to like a skin moisturizer. That's kind of funny. I don't know. I think it is, anyways. What was another one? There was oh God, I've seen a bunch. Like there was one company that makes like cars or robots or something that was like, hey, what if we did a horse? Right? What if we made a horse as our thing? Wouldn't that be kind of cute? I don't know. I don't know. My opinions on April Fool's Day have changed significantly over the years. And I'm more, yeah, sure, this is all shillless capitalism. But, at least we can try to have fun in our miserable existence. Like, what's the problem with all you people? At least try to fucking lighten up. And, of course, you always have those YouTubers who are like, oh, I'm quitting this year. Yep, I'm quitting YouTube this year. Because, I mean, I've made that joke. Everyone's made that joke. My April Fool's Day joke was just playing Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, which was just me torturing myself. Okay, I probably made it sound worse than it actually was, but, yeah. I did like Shizzes, the guy who does Boundary Break, did an April Fool's Day joke on Pokemon Snap. I recommend you go watch that video. That video was pretty funny. But yeah, so yeah, there were that was a good YouTuber April Fool's. There's also that guy who made the giant it was the 480p GTX graphics card, and it's like got like 4 fans on it, or maybe it was even 8. I don't remember. That's kind of funny. Yeah. So there can be some fun April Fool's Day pranks. I don't know. It's a lot of soulless capitalism, but try to have fun. But yeah, and I know Markiplier did something with Undertale. I didn't read the entire thing because, whenever I think people streaming Undertale, I think of the Markiplier thing, which is when people got mad at him for playing the game wrong, even though it's a game about playing the way you want to play. God, I will never stream Undertale. And I will specifically never stream Undertale because I already streamed Undertale 4 years ago. Technically, I didn't stream it, I Let's Played it. Yep, that's still, if you want to see me Let's Play Undertale, yep, I did that in early 2016. That still exists. Yep, that's all up on YouTube. I never finished the Genocide run, and you know what? I'm fine with that. I took solace in what I did. I'm happy with it. You know what? Yeah, fuck everything. Yeah, I don't know. I thought April Fool's Day went fine. Next up, yesterday, also on April Fool's, even though it's on April 1st, not April Fool's Day, was Rooster Teeth's 18th anniversary. And that's why I streamed when I did yesterday, because I was all day watching the RT 18th anniversary stream. And there was some fun stuff in that. I had fun with the 18th anniversary. It was all around a good time. So I've been a fan of Rooster Teeth. I looked it up, and the first video I ever saw of theirs was at one point they did a fake trailer for an Angry Birds movie. And that went viral. It is still their most viewed video to this day. And I saw that, and that was my first ever exposure to Rooster Teeth 10 years ago. That video came out March 26th, 2011. So I guess I've technically been a fan of Rooster Teeth for 11 years. I've said it before, I've never seen Red vs. Blue. I've never seen Ruby. I have seen Genlock. But yeah, I've not Yeah, no, I don't know. I care more for Achievement Hunter and Core. Not really a Funhouse fan. But I know Rooster Teeth is part of what they talked about was they're trying to like consolidate their brand. There's always kind of been this rivalry between like Achievement Hunter and Funhouse, or people view Achievement Hunter and Core as like different companies almost. And maybe it's time to consolidate that, and that's kind of their plan in the future, and they might be rebranding some things. And fair enough. Yeah, no, I mean, fair enough. So yeah, that's part of what they were talking about, is that how in the future they're going to be rebranding. And yeah, even though that's where I start with Rooster Teeth was that Angry Birds thing that went viral, technically, I don't really get into Rooster Teeth for like years. Because at some point I get big into Rage Quit, right? Michael Jones's Rage Quit, which I enjoyed. And then I kind of, like, I get big into that, and then I move on to other things. At another point, I get big into Trials. Specifically, their Trials Pig series that Achievement Hunter did. I get big, yeah, it was Jack and Jeff, or maybe it was Jack and Gavin. I don't remember all the details. Now, I didn't see Halo Horse, right? Their Halo Horse, Halo Pig series. Nope, just Trials. And I loved that series. And then I think I eventually really get big into them in probably like 2016, because at some point I get big into Minecraft, and I'm like, oh, I really enjoy their Minecraft series, which I had seen some episodes of back in the day, but I really was never like that big into. And then until I like binged it all, and yeah, since then I've been a big fan. Yeah, that was probably like, I want to say that was like 2016 was when I started watching their Minecraft, but I don't remember. I'd have to look it up, and you know, part of me doesn't give enough of a shit to actually look at. Same thing with like when did I start watching like Trials Pig, or when did I start watching the other thing I said. Like, I don't remember. It's been so long that I kind of don't remember. But I just know, yeah, no, I've been a fan for a few years now, and I still really enjoy all the stuff they make. It's, I know some people are, I always see people like, oh, I want the old Achievement Hunter back, right? Like, the modern day Achievement Hunter sucks. I always see people complaining about how liberal they are. Even though if you look back, they were always political. They're just more political than ever. And their big theme this year was space, because there's a space for everybody here. And yeah, the old Achievement Hunter is dead. Long live the new Achievement Hunter, but there's nothing wrong with the new Achievement Hunter. It's just not for you. And you know, there's this joke that like, hey, girls will do anything in their relationship except for leave. That's that's fans of like people on the internet. People will do everything but fucking leave. They will bitch and complain that, oh, the new stuff isn't as good as the old stuff till the cow comes home. But they just won't fucking leave. If you're not happy with the new Achievement Hunter, just leave. There's other content creators out there. Because the old Achievement Hunter is dead. Long live the new Achievement Hunter. And that goes for Core. That goes for Funhouse. That goes for, I don't know, anything else. And I mean, it sucks that Fiona left. Because Fiona's so good. And I hope she does great at G4. And I know she was filming her laundromat. I don't remember the name of it today. I don't remember the name of it. But yeah, I know she was filming that today, and she might have even wrapped it today. Yeah, Fiona's fucking great, and hopefully as a featured guest. And they just like, I've enjoyed Iffy and stuff recently. And Kai has been fucking amazing. Oh, God. And then No Dumb Answers with Mark and Brad, and another new show that they're doing that's just fantastic. Yeah, no, the new if you don't like the new stuff, just move on. I like the new stuff. Admittedly, I'm behind on basically everything, except for. No, I'm actually. I mean, it's mostly just I'm behind on Good Morning from Hell. I'm like, because that was my drive down to the university, exactly at the time of an episode from Good Morning from Hell. And now that I'm not, because everything, right, I'm still not driving down to the university, because, you know, we're still in quarantine. I'm so behind on that show. But yeah, it was cool to see the anniversary. The Face Jam stuff was funny with them with the MREs. The off topic was pretty good. Them doing the gyroscope thing was funny. The Lego thing was an interesting idea. Thing with the prop hunt was interesting. But yeah, no, it's a cool anniversary. At some point I need to watch Ruby. I've said it before that one day I was going to watch Ruby. I also need to get around to, because I know they've remastered Red versus Blue. And at some point I guess I just need to get around to watching it, because I haven't seen any of it. Like, I haven't even seen the new stuff. I don't know. Fans come in many shapes and forms, and I watch Achievement Hunter. What can I say? The second episode of You Dead was today. This season of You Dead is very interesting. That's how I guess I'd put it. I mean, it's cool to see Jeff back, but it's been very I don't want to spoil anything, but it's been very interesting. And yeah, I'm a fan, and I'll continue to be a fan for the future. So I guess it's, let's do Wibby. What have I this past week, or yeah, basically during my time off, what have I been playing? So the thing I want to talk about first is Fall Guys. The new Fall Guys season started. I think it started like a day or two before Animal Crossing ended. But I've put a bunch of time into the new season of Fall Guys. It is I thought the first season was really good. I really enjoyed Fall Guys. The second season wasn't that great. It was clear they started development on that before the game had probably even come out. And it was that they didn't really have that much fan feedback, and some of the levels are okay. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some levels I enjoy in the first season and the second season. I mean, I wouldn't say any of the levels, even the levels that I don't think are that great, I wouldn't say are, bad or anything, I wouldn't say, the season of Fall Guys, I wouldn't say is bad. It's just, it wasn't that amazing or anything. Oh my god, yeah, good, get them out. But the third season was really good. And the fourth season has also been really good. The fourth season is probably their best season yet. It's fun. It's fascinating. The new levels are interesting, even if I've still only played the Charger level once. I've just been all around enjoying Fall Guys. I've been doing I'm 20-something levels into the Season Pass. I just unlocked the Among Us egg. So that should tell you where I am in the Season Pass, is that I just unlocked the top outfit of Among Us. We really should be teaming up against this Wii Fit trainer. It was a massive pain. Yep, there we go. Yeah, no, I'm genuinely enjoying the new season of Fall Guys. And then for April Fool's Day, they did a thing where they were like, hey, there's this glitch in the game, we weren't able to patch it, but don't mess with it, okay? And it was this glitch new map. And it was a 24 people, one game of tail tag. Right? So it's 24 people loaded up into a single game of tail tag. And it was... I won 2 crowns, not back to back. I played for an hour. I probably should have played more, but, I had the Rooster Teeth anniversary, and I prioritized watching that over playing the video game. And it just all around, it was... And I won twice in an hour. And it's just... I think it was a great... Doing the 20... I think the hexagon mode is interesting. I can't win it personally. I suck at the hexagon mode. But I think the hexagon mode is super cool. That's kind of how I feel about this tail tag thing. It was a nice change of pace. It was fun. I had fun with it. And I hope they do stuff like this again. I don't want to wait this tail tag thing, because it was easier to win a crown, and I know that probably throws off the crown economy, but I thought it was really cool. Of course, I still can. I'll never get my 5 crowns in a row trophy, But I think the 5 crowns in a row is, yeah, no, that's cool. I want them to do more stuff like that in the future. You know? Why not? Do more, add more crazy shit like this, where you're just going on, right, where you're doing like this one round of tail tag. Because I know there's the hexagon one, and that's 3 rounds, but yeah, give us 32-player hexagon. Winner takes all. My god, that would be a fucking nightmare. I love it. I don't know, I had a lot of fun with that. Also, there's the squad mode. Squad mode, okay, my problem with the squad mode is that if you don't get a lobbies only go up to like, I've never seen a lobby in squad go to 60. I think the max I've seen is like 45. The problem with squad mode is that if you don't, like, within like 20 seconds, if the lobby doesn't fill up to 40, people start leaving the lobby, and so you have to leave the lobby and go join a new one. That sucks. That's something I do hate, is that, and so sometimes it can, like, normally you can just, like, go into a lobby and get into a match in, like, a minute or 2. Or in less than a minute. In squad mode, it can take several minutes to get into a lobby. And that I do not like. I wish that wasn't a thing. But other than that, I think squad mode itself is a very interesting idea. I've won at least 3 games of squad mode. So I have gotten a crown from it so far. It's not that I don't think I've personally ever won squad mode. But, I think it's really cool. I do not like that, there's an achievement to, like, win a game of Fall Guys with a party of 4 people. I wish winning a game of squad mode gave you that achievement. Currently, it doesn't, and that kind of sucks. Like that, because that is one of the 2 achievements I'm missing. Because hey, guess what? I don't have that many friends, so I don't have a party of 4 to team up with to get that achievement or to get that trophy. Now, and of course, I'm not stressing over it because I know I will never get the final trophy. So yeah, but other than that, I've enjoyed the squad mode. That's the one thing that sucks about it, is that it takes forever to get into, but once you're into it, no, it's pretty good. God, I'm terrible at this game. But yeah, once you're into the squad mode, yeah, it's pretty good. There's some interesting map choices, and yeah, it's still, Fall Guys is still a great game, and this is the best season, yes. I would not be surprised if next week for In Chat, we do Fall Guys. That is very on brand for me. And yeah, Fall Guys I think would be a great in-chat game. We'll just have to see next week. I've been playing Age of Calamity. I'm only like 40 hours in. I have been told that to 100% Age of Calamity, it takes like 70 hours. And I'm probably gonna, admittedly the one thing that's holding me back right now is the Koroks. I have very little Koroks. But other than that, I've basically been doing every bonus mission. I've been doing it all, and yeah, I'm like 40 hours in. And it's a good game. That Age of Calamity is a really, I'm not done with it. I have not finished the story yet. I'm just casually playing through it. And as casually playing through it goes, I'm really enjoying it. I've still got a load more to do. There are some problems. There are some worries, some concerns. Specifically that, I feel like some levels are taken for fucking ever. And, like, I still hate fighting the Hinoxes. Because there's, like, you know, I'm fine with, like, some waiting or, like, some wailing on enemies. Just for, them to, like, open their shield bar. But I hate, not the Hinoxes, the Lynels, I mean. I hate the Lynels because you have to do it 4 times for them to, like, you have to break their shield 4 times, and it can take for fucking ever to get them to lower their shield down 4 times. That fucking sucks. So I do hate that about the Lynels. But other than that, I'm still enjoying the game. I've still probably got a bunch more in it. I don't know. I might be right. I said in Animal Crossing at one point that I was either at the halfway point or I was near the end, and that was like 20-ish hours in. I'm now 40 hours in, so I'm assuming I'm at least nearing the end of the story mode. I don't know. I don't know entirely how much remains. We'll see. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up a guide for the Koroks. But other than that, no, I'm enjoying it. It's what a fun game that Age of Calamity is, you know? People probably aren't giving it enough credit. At least I don't know, it's the best-selling Musou game of all time, so I'm assuming it's doing fine. But I just worry that, yeah, no, it's not getting enough credit for as good as it is, because it is really good. Also, I didn't comment the name's Chonglas. Yeah, it's just, I've been enjoying, and yeah, I think that those are the two games I've been playing. I'm still playing Animal Crossing every day. I still haven't, I'll miss a day eventually, but that clearly isn't anytime soon. Easter is, what, 2 days away? But I'm enjoying, I've been playing Animal Crossing every day. I bought turnips on Sunday, and I sold them today. My turnip price was 400 something. I think it was 496. And I finally hit $69 million. I posted a screenshot on the Discord. But yeah, only 2 weeks after the series ends, I finally hit the big 6969. Yeah, well, technically it was 69696969. And then I was trying to get 69420, but you can't, it's really hard to manipulate money in digits of like less than nothing, right? Like, it's really hard to manipulate digits in the ones in the tens place. So that's a pain in the ass. So I couldn't get my 69420, even though I tried. Trust me, I tried. This is my so, you know, we've had Smash Bros. I mean, yeah, there was some lag here and there, but this tends to be the standard match of Smash Bros. For me online. I mean, sometimes it seems to work fine sometimes, but then other times, ugh. This is bad. But yeah, and then, so yeah, we've had some good luck in Animal Crossing. I'd be lying. I mean, we never did King of the Mountain. Not like I'm too beaten up over it. And we do actually, I don't know. And at some point, one of these days, we're gonna play Animal Crossing again. I don't know when, but I can tell you right now, at some point, we're gonna play Animal Crossing. I don't have any plans at the moment, but one day we will. But yeah, have I been playing anything else? I really haven't been. I don't know. I mean, there is one big thing that we're going to talk about, but we're going to do something else first. I'm just kind of waiting for this match to end, but because it's lagging so bad, we've been in this match longer than we have, anything else, even though we're getting our ass kicked, right? I think we're at 1 kill, because I think we got the kill on Min Min. I don't know. I might be wrong about that. Yeah. Yeah, it's been interesting. And there was one other game I wanted. I downloaded that Fire Emblem game. I haven't touched it, and I probably never will. But I'd rather, in my video game collecting, I have a philosophy that I'd rather have a game and never play it again than want to play a game and not own a copy of it. Right. That's because of Skyward Sword. I really wanted to play Skyward Sword again, but I didn't own a copy for like I think I only got a copy of Skyward Sword in like 2019. So between like I probably wanted to play it again in like 2014 and 2019. I just couldn't. And then I've been waiting. Maybe it was 2018 is when I got my copy. I don't remember. but I just couldn't play it. And eventually, I saturated that because I think at some point in there, Chuck Conroy did his Let's Play, and I lived vicariously through that. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of that's been my philosophy as of recently. I know not everyone can afford to do that, but I am in a curious enough situation that I can. Oh my god, game. It's just lagging so bad. I'm just waiting for the match to end. Like, come on here. Oh, the Joker won. I know. I got my ass kicked. Yeah. All right, I got 2 kills on the Joker. Okay. The Joker. Oh, I've been watching Batman. So on HBO they have Batman. Instead of breaking it up into 4 seasons, they break it up into 3. And I finally finished the first season of Batman the Animated Series. The first 65 episodes. So that was cool. That took forever to do. I'll admit. It took forever to beat the first, to watch the first 65 episodes. But I finished it. And then I'm on the 2nd season right now, and that's only 20 episodes, so that takes a lot less time. I've been watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I've been talking about that on the main channel. So go watch that, I guess. Are we here? Yep. Hey. So, one of the things that used to happen, so for anyone who's never seen in chat before, one of the things I used to do, this used to happen back in the day, is I would, because I'm an avid Amiibo collector, I would get Amiibo and then we would unbox them on stream. That was something we used to do. And I had fun with it. And a bunch of new Amiibo came out recently. So I think it only makes sense to unbox them. So yeah, I guess. Oh god, you can see my face and you can see the stream chat. So I guess let's. Actually, let's. Yeah, who cares what you see? You can see my Steam. Yeah, we've got a Banjo-Kazooie's Amiibo here. I want to move over a little bit. Yeah, it's... This one, you can see the Jiggy on the base. That's so fucking cool. The fact that this... Because at one point, Sakurai said that, he didn't know if every Amiibo was going to be possible. Right? That because of licensing, he didn't know if we were going to get an Amiibo for every character. So my suspicion was that we weren't going to get a Banjo-Kazooie Amiibo. Here we are. We got a Banjo-Kazooie Amiibo. Yep. That happened. So that's really cool. Next up, we got Terry. I do not give a shit about Terry. I mean, you can see it. Fatal Fury, right? We'll open it up. Nah. Terry is... I mean, admittedly, out of the 3 characters that use, the move combos and whatnot, I am the best with Terry. I still don't give a shit about Terry. Just not the character for me, you know? And then, finally, Byleth. My main. There is no... unlike Corrin, where for Corrin, they did both a male and a female, which I thought was really cool and a really neat thing. They did not do a male and female Byleth. They only did male Byleth. I usually play the female Byleth, so that sucks. But we got Byleth here, and I mean, I guess again, while Amiibos went up in price and that pissed me off, they look good, right? The quality of the figures is better than ever before. I will admit that. Of all my problems with Amiibos, quality is not one of them. Nintendo, right? Because there used to be jokes about Murph and the villager having stupidly big eyes or stupidly small eyes or a big forehead or whatever it was. Petch, right? A very ugly Peach Amiibo. But, and admittedly, I never thought they were that bad. But I don't have that problem. Personally, I never had that problem, and I know people did, but I didn't. So I don't know. Admittedly, yeah, but these do look better than ever before. And I know there are people who are new in-box collectors. I ain't one of them. So that's what you try to avoid, though. Even still, I try to avoid that. I try to get it all off in one foul swoop. Come on. Oh, also, I do not have the chat pulled up. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, whatever. So there we go. There's the thing. It is. Wow, it is late. I don't have room for any of these things. So here we got Banjo-Kazoobles. Come on. I can't see. I have the chat in the way. I can't see you. Look at that. That is super high quality. That is a fantastic figure. Like, all around. One of, like, just the fact that it exists is cool. But that's one of the best. And then, if you can see on the bottom, there's a Microsoft copyright. It'll focus. There's a just trust me, there's a mic. You can see it there for like a frame. There's a Microsoft copyright on it, which is people are pointing out. And I think the Terry one might have an SNK copyright on it. I don't know. I haven't actually checked. I didn't check the Joker one either. It's over there. We opened. I think that was one of the last in chats before we quarantine was doing the Joker amiibo. Maybe we did that in an episode of Animal Crossing. It's been so long. God, I'm having bad luck tonight with these. Take that out. Put the box back. I've been doing a lot of live action. I realized that the other day. I've been doing a lot of live action stuff recently. Now, a lot of people, if you look at the base, it uses like the clear plastic because, you know, neither of the feet are really on the base. Yeah, it has all rights reserved, SNK Corporation. It's that big text at the bottom. But yeah, I don't know, I think Terry's kind of cool. Again, the amiibos look nice. They're well-looking figures. It's cool. It's cool we have them. But yeah, I'm just happy. Sooner or later, this is going to be over. I'm going to be done with Amiibo, and I'm never going to have to fucking worry about it again. That's going to be fun. But we've got 6 more after this, actually. Because, yeah, I think it's 6 more after this. So we'll get to those when we get to those. But it'll be nice to be done with Amiibo. Because I'm not after Smash, I'm done. I mean, I'll probably pick up the last... Because I'm assuming they're going to release the Skyward Sword Amiibo again. But, like, after getting that, which will probably be later this year, and the last Smash Bros. Amiibos, which will probably be until the end of... Probably early 2023. Because if the Bayonetta things were anything to take by, Nintendo will take their sweet-ass time. Still hoping for Doom Guy and Crash Bandicoot. I don't know. Admittedly, I'm not big of a Crash Bandicoot fan, but I'll root for him. I mean, I might as well. And then finally got Byleth. Nope, also did terrible with this one. Yeah. God, loud as hell. It's like opening a pie tin. Just tack that box over there. I still haven't played Three Houses, and who knows. The hair is interesting because you can't tell, but the hair feels kind of like I feel like it should be like partly translucent. It's just something about like the shade of blue they use that makes it feel like slightly kind of like the fire. Like, I feel like there should be something up with the hair. But the actual... Okay, focus. It's still focused on me. There we go. Nope, I lost it. Ah, fuck. The actual figure, like the actual detail on the figure... Ugh, fuck. God damn it. I used to be able to focus it so much better. The actual detail on the figure is really nice. Right? Like, there's a certain level to it that looks really nice. I wish they had done the female Byleth. Because, you know, I main it, and... I don't know, I feel like both the Fire Emblem characters together are a lot cooler. Right? Because, like, especially when you get to Robin and Corrin and whatnot, and Byleth, the fact that their gender doesn't really matter, and it's based on what the player wants, is, I think, way more interesting. I wouldn't be mad if they did another run of Amiibo, but they swapped up the gen. Like, we got a male Wii Fit trainer, a female Robin, a female Byleth, female villager. I'd be cool with all that. Admittedly, I don't need another Inkling. I'm curious what they're going to do for Steve. Because Steve is it going to be just Steve? Are they going to somehow find a way to incorporate Alex? Are we going to get the zombie and the Enderman? Is it going to be like Game & Watch where you can switch it out? I don't know. Oh, God. Yeah, those are our 3 Amiibo. Those are our 3 Amiibros. Funny. Yeah, I'm most impressed with the Banjo-Kazooie one. That's just, that's cool. But I got one more thing. So I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I go on Target's website and I put in an order for this. And I go to put in an order and they won't let me submit it. I try again, they won't let me submit it. I try again, nothing. And it just will not let me submit it. And it's like, fuck, come on. Eventually it says it's sold out. Okay, I give up. 10 minutes later, I see Wario64 post about it again. He's like, they're back up. I try again, nothing. Try again, nothing. Try again, nothing. Eventually it says it's sold out again. And it's like, and I checked Twitter and it's like, is anybody even getting these? I had not seen a single confirmation thing. 20 minutes later, so this is half an hour after they were supposed to go up, I see it posted again that, hey, these are up. I mean, I don't even know if I see the tweet first. I think I just checked for myself because I was checking like every minute. And I see it go up. I place the order and it's in cart and it's just like, I'm like, check out, error, check out, error, check out, error. I see Wario64 gets one. I keep going and like 2 minutes later, so it's been like, I've been working at it for like 5 minutes. I get one of these. I only got one. I'm not a greedy asshole, right? I don't really scalp or anything. So I only got one. I only needed one. And yeah, I got these Sanrio cards, and I've been saving them. I know they do things in Animal Crossing. I love that they mentioned the 3DS on the back. But yeah, these are just kind of, right, it's just one of those neat things to have, and I thought, you know what, I'm already, because normally I buy my Amiibos at Target, these were exclusive to Target. However, Target put up Banjo, and Target put up Byleth, but they didn't put up Terry. So instead I bought my Amiibo at Best Buy, and then my original plan was to buy because there's a Target right next to my local Best Buy, and then I had to buy these at a completely different Target on the other side of town because the one next to the Best Buy wasn't working. So I was like, maybe I'll try another store. And I tried the other store, and sure enough, that worked. Okay, it wasn't across town. It was just farther away. And I had to actually go inside. So yeah, let's take a look at these, shall we? Yep. That comes off a lot cleaner. And we go here. And hey, look, there's even more packaging inside. I have not opened a pack of Pokemon cards in a long time. I know people were freaking out about those McDonald's Pokemon cards. I did not give a fuck. But yeah, so yeah. we got these. So I guess let's open this little pack. I should have grabbed my Amiibo cards. Oh wait, there's a little tear thing right there. That works. So these were, for a while, these were the second rarest Amiibo things to get. I think nowadays they're a lot more common. And the rarest Amiibo thing to get is still QB. The QB Amiibo has never released in North America. Even though we got a new Box Boy, nope, they still didn't release the QB Amiibo. And it's still, I think, the rarest Amiibo. That fucking sucks. And that's, God, I hate it. But we got Toby, Chelsea, Chai, the best one, Estella, or I was reading it. I don't know where I got Estella from. Toil, whatever. Best one, easy, best one. The sheep is so fucking cute. The furniture is cute. Marty. Come on, Rick and Marty. And the ugliest one, Rilla. The Hello Kitty one, the one after the Sanrio thing, the main character, is the ugliest one. Rilla is the worst one. And yeah, it was just one pack, all the cards, one pack. I of course, I was gonna buy it, right? Like, I might as well. And I don't know, we might move a toy into the village. We also might not, because I don't care. Like, I'm struggling to find a new jock villager to move into the village. Oh, now you don't want to focus on me either, you stupid fucking camera. Yeah, I was struggling to get a new jock villager to move in. Because I just don't... I mean, yeah, I like Axel, but I don't want to bring back Axel. I want somebody new and cool. And I couldn't think of it. And I looked through the list, and it's like, yeah. Because I had... So, for the finale video, I borrowed a bunch of Amiibo cards. I have my own... I have my own thing. It's, I've also got a bunch of Skylanders in here, because I've never bothered to clean it out. But I've got a bunch of Amiibo cards. They're my own collection, right? I don't actually have that many of these things. And then I think I've got like one Yu-Gi-Oh card in the back here. My Toon World, yeah. But yeah, I got a bunch of fucking Skylanders cards in here, because, yeah. I haven't cleaned this thing out in... Oh god, when did the last Skylanders game come out? 2014? But yeah, I don't know. I always thought this thing was... I've had this card binder forever now, and it's not like I don't use collectible cards anymore. But yeah, for that final video, because of course I'm an Amiibo collector, I have a big collection. I know people in the industry who have like the actual, like, collect all the cards, and I was like, hey, I've got a plan. Can I borrow some of your Amiibo cards? And they're like, yeah, sure. And that's why in the final video I did for the Animal Crossing series finale, Crazy Red isn't in it because I forgot to borrow Crazy Red's card. I wanted to do a scene with Crazy Red, and I didn't have the card, so I couldn't do it. Or Jolly Red, I guess. And there's no way, and of course there's the only way to summon villagers in the photo mode is with the Amiibo card, because everything has to be fucking difficult. Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. Everything has to be fucking difficult. You know what? I'll fuck around with this later. This is... Putting cards in a binder is not interesting. Yeah, those are the Amiibo cards. It's neat. I think it's neat. And with that, let's boot this back up. Let's get Twitch chat back up, because I've had it shut down. Okay, I had it minimized. And yeah, let's switch back over to Smash. Oh, I have it. Yeah, minimized. Yeah, those are new Amiibos. Those are the new Amiibo cards. It's, I'm a big Amiibo guy. So yeah, of course I wanted to do that. And now, yeah. And we'll do Amiibos when we do Amiibos next time. Connecting to the internet, yep. And now let's move on. So, one of the things I was super... So, like I said, I was watching Chilled Chaos stream. I watched him for like 5 hours, and admittedly, I wasn't just watching him. I had him on in the background while I was doing other things. But while I was watching Chilled Chaos, at some point I was like, you know what? I should go watch that new Godzilla movie. So I got up, and I went and watched the new Godzilla movie, and when I came back, Chilled Chaos was still streaming, which is something I just found really funny. So I want to talk about the new Godzilla movie. I will say full spoilers. I should just say it right now. Full spoilers. I've watched the movie twice now. It's really good. It's you know, if you want like good characters, a strong plot, you're not going to get that here, but don't be a Timothy Geddes. Don't expect that here. Okay, admittedly that wasn't Timothy Geddes. I watched the Kind of Funny review of it today. That wasn't Timothy Geddes' problem with the Godzilla vs Kong, but I have no idea what the fuck his problem is. The movies are just meant to be good fun, and you know what? This movie's a good fun time. The monster fights are fucking fun. They're good. They're shot, because one of the biggest problems with the first two the Godzilla and King of Monsters, is that they take place like at night in the rain. Like all the fight scenes kind of suck. I mean, they're good, but they're just not. Like, they take place at night, and usually you set fights at like night in the rain to like cover up the bad CGI. But the Godzilla movies don't have bad CGI. So it's like, why set the fights at night? Kong Skull Island didn't set the fights at night. That's because it's good CGI. So I don't know. But this movie, one of the fights takes place at night, but the others don't, and they're really good fights. It's just an all-around good movie. I highly recommend. It's on HBO Max for the next 30 days. It's more than worth it for just, even if you're just getting a trial of HBO Max. Probably if you get your trial closer, because I don't know when Mortal Kombat comes out, but yeah, definitely if you can go see it at a box office, just stay safe. But definitely it's worth picking up HBO Max for this game alone, or for this movie alone. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
No hesitation.
I was gonna get a drink of water during that, and I completely forgot. Now, I should say the movie is not right. Even though I'm willing to just have a rip-roaring good time with it, the movie is flawed. Specifically, the human characters. Now, admittedly, there's a little girl in this. There's a girl who communicates with sign language, right? And she is fantastic. She is one of the best human characters out of the 4 MonsterVerse movies. She is one of the best human characters. And her guardian, the scientist, is also plays off of her really well and plays off Kong really well. Because Kong is basically the protagonist of this movie. He is the main character. He does a lot of the acting. And you know what? Kong is a super compelling character. The director of this movie was saying that, maybe it's finally time for people to have a monster movie with the monsters as the main characters instead of humans. And you know what? I think he's right. And Kong is very expressive, very emotive. I think he's right. Kong is great. The little girl is great. The poor man's Chris Pratt, who's plays this Hollow Earth scientist. He's okay. He works off of the 2 fine. However, those are the good human characters. The bad human characters are none of the acting is bad, I should say. It's more the big problem with King of Monsters, for as much as I enjoyed, is that the writing is terrible. Not the actual plot, premise of the movie and all that. I think that stuff is fine. The problem with the writing in King of Monsters is that the dialogue of the characters is just fucking terrible. The dialogue in King of Monsters just fucking sucks the big one. And that's... again, because I think the girl who communicates with sign language is fucking great. But the writing... There's the other plot where we have Millie Bobby Brown... the character who played her father in the previous movie is in for 2 scenes, but Millie Bobby Brown's character, the kid from Deadpool 2, he's in this, and it's just ugh. And then there's one of the few characters whose name I actually remember, Bernie, who runs this conspiracy theory podcast, is fucking terrible. I mean, I feel like there is a decent setup here where he's like, his wife got killed by like Godzilla or something, but they never actually say that, yes, my wife was killed by Godzilla. They instead just like hint at it that his wife was killed by Godzilla. And it's like, no, you should have, God damn it. Oh, yeah, I lost. God damn it. You should have just said, hey, my wife was killed by Godzilla. That would have made for a much more compelling movie, in my opinion. But their plot between the two of them, entirely unnecessary. It could have been entirely taken out of the movie. And besides forgetting from some few bits of exposition, it would not have changed the movie at all. The villain, because again, full spoilers, I'll say that one more time. The villain in this, who's like the head of this corporation called Apex, sucks. And he's got, so Ken Watanabe, one of the best, Ken Watanabe might be the best character out of those MonsterVerse movies with his Dr. Serizawa, let them fight. He does great in both movies. He's like the one good, well-written character. And his son is in this movie. And his son maybe says like, at least I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be his son. And his son says like 40 fucking words. Such potential for such a great character, right? The idea of Serizawa's son and have him play off Mark, who, right, basically the protagonist of the last movie. Have him play off him and be like, oh, because he's now the director of Monarch, right? The guy who was like, oh, I want to kill Godzilla, and right, and Millie Bobby Brown's father, Maddie, he's the head of the Monarch now, and it's like, okay, that's interesting. He does like nothing in this movie. He gets a few lines. He probably gets less than Serizawa's son, but like I feel like there's so much potential there, and they just do fucking nothing with it. Like I would have loved conversations, between, I think his name is Mark, and Serizawa's son talking about like, oh, your father taught me that Godzilla's a force for good, and now you don't. I see it, but you don't. There's potential for it could have been great, is what I'm saying. Like doing like the philosoph, like have him get captured by the villain, maybe even just like the evil like head of the corporation, just cut him out completely, right? It could have been the human stuff with the Millie Bobby, because again, I think the other stuff is decent, but the Millie Bobby Brown stuff sucks. And I feel like there's something there. There's some plot elements that could have been good, and they just aren't. And yeah, the entire subplot's fucking wasted. All the battle, like the battle on the boat is cool, right? Because it's basically a battle in the water, and we see Godzilla battle in the water, and how they battle, and right, Kong gets his ass kicked, and then they play dead, which I saw somebody complain. Tim Geddes probably, or maybe it was Greg Miller, I don't fucking remember. But I saw them complain about like, oh, how does playing dead work? But it's actually established in the previous movie that if you like submit to Godzilla, he'll leave you alone. Like that's established in King of Monsters, that Godzilla totally will just leave you. That Godzilla will totally just leave you alone if you like submit to him and play dead. So I feel like that is established. And yeah, so they play dead, they get Kong to the Arctic, they go to the Hollow Earth world. And the Hollow Earth world looks really cool. The whole playing around with the gravity thing and how like gravity flips upside down. And like there's a scene where Kong jumps from like the gravity of one to the gravity of other, and there's like a hand pointing out. That's really cool. Him battling the skull creatures, and again, the entire thing is set in the day, basically. You can see everything that's going on in the Hollow Earth world. That's really cool. It's the fight scenes are all great in this. And yeah, and then they find out about this energy source. They use the energy source to power. Because surprise, the villain, the head of Apex, because they constantly refer to Godzilla and Kong as Apex Predators. So of course the supervillains organization is Apex, Apex Legends. That, it's not subtle, but I have fun with it. Because I feel like something else people are like, God, I can't believe I'm just going after Tim Geddes here. But he's just, God, I watched the Kind of Funny thing and he just drove me crazy. Is that it's like the Godzilla movies have always, besides for the original, like the original is like a very well done piece about like nuclear war and like weaponry and whatnot. But most of the Godzilla movies after that are just really fucking stupid and having fun. And I feel like people miss that. I feel like people like Tim Geddes are like who still like the movie. Like he says he likes the movie, but I feel like he's just missing that. That like, no, this is not super serious. This ain't the fucking MCU. Not everything has to be the MCU. Especially because this whole MonsterVerse is all these cinema. Everyone wants their own cinematic universe, right? We see with like DC and Universal Studios. Everyone wants their own cinematic universe. The Warner Brothers MonsterVerse is the second best one behind only the MCU. It's easily better than the DC universe. Easily. But yeah, I enjoy... God. And then we see Mechagodzilla. And now, I talked about this in Animal Crossing, that a Mechagodzilla Funko Pop got leaked. And it looked ugly as sin. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Because Mechagodzilla showed up in Ready Player One. And it looked great in Ready Player One. And I was like, oh, are they going to ruin it? No. No, it looks fantastic in this. I know not everyone's going to love the design. Right? Because, like, it's interesting because Godzilla's always kind of had, like, a little bit of chonk to him. But, like, the modern day Godzilla really has this amount of, like, chonk and heft that I really like. And yeah, the Mechagodzilla is kind of sleek. Because I think the original Mechagodzilla design, well, it is cool. It's got a lot of chonk to it. And I feel like this Mechagodzilla it feels very sleek. Like, the arms are big. It doesn't have as much chonk, but I like it. I really like the design. I like the red. It just looks cool. And seeing it... Because, okay, so Kong and Godzilla have their battle. And you know something that's really cool? Oh, so the battle itself is really cool. It's really well done. I know, right, Pacific Rim did the neon. So now every movie has to do neon. Right, because Pacific Rim did the neon. And they even have, like, to control Mechagodzilla, they literally have one of Ghidorah's skulls is in the skull of Mechagodzilla. At least this is how I'm interpreting it. And Ken Watanabe's, the Serizawa kid, is sitting in the other one. And he's controlling it through, like, telepathy. You know, kind of like the drifting with the Jaegers. I don't know. He's wearing, like, a helmet and whatnot. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool, and it explains why Mechagodzilla goes crazy at the end. Because, you know, he's being controlled by, because he has Ghidorah's skull in him. And he just goes on a rampage, right? Ghidorah's revenge. Yeah, there's no Mecha Ghidorah like I had predicted, but you know what? I'll take what we got. God, these counters. And I just cannot land a hit. Nope. But yeah, it's the Godzilla Kong fight's cool because Kong has the axe and because he loses to Godzilla early on. And I know you could argue, well, oh, they're in the water and Kong's not a water animal. But even with the axe upgrade, he's still not strong enough to beat Godzilla. Godzilla wins this fight. And that's, you know, so often, like, everyone had predicted that, oh, Kong and Godzilla were going to work together to defeat Mecha Ghidorah. Right? Like, oh, they were going to be doing their fight, and in the middle of the fight, they'd get interrupted, and they'd have to work together to defeat Mecha Ghidorah, right? That's what everyone had predicted. But no, they actually show the full fight. Godzilla wins the fight. For once in one of these fucking movies. It's not just like, right, like, both characters, because this movie reminds me a lot of Batman v Superman. I would heavily compare it to Batman v Superman. Not just in like that, oh, it's because it's Batman v Superman, oh, it's Kong versus Godzilla. No, it reminds me, even like some of the beats, like there's never a Save Martha moment, but there could have been. Mechagodzilla is basically Doomsday in this movie. I mean, I know Doomsday killed Superman in BVS, but yeah, no, this movie, even some of the story beats, just one for one feel like Batman v Superman. So I guess I now get why Greg Miller likes Batman v Superman, even if I still think the movie's, again, conceptually it's good. It's just an actual execution. It's fucking garbage. I never did get around to talking about Justice League. I mean, I still have time, but we'll see. I haven't even done my Falcon and Winter Soldier for the day. I'm terrible. But yeah, it's... In theory, this is some good shit. Or, I mean, yeah, it's Batman v Superman in theory. But I enjoy the hell out of this. And, yeah, seeing Mechagodzilla show up is really cool. But yeah, finding out that, yeah, even with a power boost of the magical axe thing, Godzilla is still stronger. Godzilla definitively beats Kong, basically leaves him for dead, until, of course, the humans save him. When Mechagodzilla shows up and kicks Godzilla's ass. Yeah, Mechagodzilla is stronger than probably both of them on their own, but they're stronger with their powers combined, right? By our powers combined. It's just cool. It's a cool... Oh my god, that freaking Kirby. It's just all around really cool. And yeah, the final seeing Mechagodzilla just smash up Godzilla is, because I've said it before, Mechagodzilla is one of my favorite, like, characters of all time. I just think the idea of Mechagodzilla is really cool. And yeah, no, he's really cool in this movie. I've rewatched this movie twice, but I've seen the final fight, like, like 2 or 3 times. On top of that, I should say. It's just really cool. And Mechagodzilla, God, I love Mechagodzilla so much. And everything about this movie is just, it's dumb, but it's so much fun. And then, yeah, Godzilla powering up Kong's axe, and then he cuts the limbs off of Mechagodzilla, and then tears out his head, and just holds it up like a victory trophy is super cool. And then the way, I mean, I was watching the Kinda Funny, and they were like, you know, I would half expect them to, like, shake hands and do, like, yeah, we're bros now. I personally interpret the ending of the movie as, like, you know, we could fight again, but I already know I'm better than you. Right, is Godzilla being like, we could fight again, but I know I'm better than you, and you just saved my life, so I guess we cool, bro. Like, maybe we'll be enemies another day, but, you know, for now, we're cool. That's how I don't interpret it as, like, yeah, we're best friends now. No, I interpret it as, you know, we're cool for now. That's how I interpret the ending. And it's a fucking great movie. Is there anyone else I want to play as? Can't play as the dead Mario. Let's try Robin for a round. Where's Robin? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I love all them. Okay, Godzilla 2014 has some problems. It's Bryan Cranston's cool. He gets killed off like 30 minutes in. They save Godzilla until the end, and I know that makes it more of like a horror movie, and in that aspect it's good, but Godzilla 14's fine. It's in the final battle, because, like, oh my god, in the final battle of Godzilla 2014, Godzilla, like, rips open the Muto's mouth and spits, like, atomic breath in it. And so it was so cool in this one when Mechagodzilla tries to do the same thing to Godzilla. Fuck, that's cool. Like, come on, that's so fucking cool. And then Kong comes in at the last minute to save him. What a fantastic movie. I love it. I love it so much. And yeah, I know a lot of people don't like King of Monsters, especially critics, even though I think it's popular with audiences. But I think King of Monsters is great. It's just a rip-roaring, fun, good time. It's definitely got some the character writing is terrible. Like, actually listening to Emma Madison, Millie Bobby Brown's character's mother, is fucking insufferable, and like the whole thing with the terrorists are kind of annoying, but like, and there's some other bits, and it sucks that they killed off Ken Watanabe, the best character. But yeah, no, I hope they do more. I hope they do more of these. Yeah, I still love King of Monsters, and I had never actually seen Skull Island before until like last week. Skull Island is also really good. I hadn't seen it. But it's, yeah, no, Skull Island's actually really good, and it's definitely got some also good human, like Samuel L. Jackson's pretty interesting in it, because he's vengeful, because America loses the Vietnam War, and he's now trying to take on a bigger enemy. Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson both do good in the movie. The guy who, oh god, I don't remember his name, but the guy who's been stuck there since World War I does a fantastic job. John Goodman does a good job. It's, yeah, and Kong is an interesting character. The fight scenes take place during the day. Yeah, no, Skull Island's actually really good. I'm out, but Isaac is still in. Skull Island is actually, god, that Rob is fucking good. Kicking our asses anyways. Skull Island is, yeah, no, I'd never seen it. Because I didn't see it in theaters. Because there was some reason, I don't remember why. But no, Skull Island's really good. And if I had a chance to see this new Godzilla in theaters, specifically in IMAX, and like, I know there were some precautions, I probably would take the chance. Of course, no theaters are open here, so, and even though I am vaccinated, I'm probably not going to take the chance. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool, I guess, because the first ever movie I saw in IMAX was 2014's Godzilla. I think I've said that. I think I've admitted that before. Yeah, and I hope the MonsterVerse continues. Give us a Mothra movie, make a new Mothra, bring back, because there are some decent human characters in some of these movies. In the Mothra twins, who you only see the other twin for like a second, but the one researcher who, like, you know, researches Ghidorah in King of Monsters is great. And bring her character back. I don't remember the actress, and have her and give her like a Mothra movie. I'd love that. I don't know. I admittedly have never seen one of the Mothra movies. I don't know. Have her fight Batra, the evil Mothra. Have Godzilla make a cameo. I don't know. Do something cool with it. I don't know. I don't know shit about shit. But yeah, give us a Mothra movie. Because if this kind of feels like an ending to things, and if the MonsterVerse were to end here, it'd be like, yeah. Because I know King of Monsters didn't do amazing, but I really hope they continue. I hope we get more of these. Do a Godzilla movie where, because they've opened up the hole to the Hollow Earth, these parasites are able to get through, and the parasites become Destroya, right? And so they keep growing. Maybe the parasites kill, like Rodan and Godzilla team up to fight it in like its middle form, and they fucking lose, and Rodan dies. And then they fight again at some point. I don't know. And like by this point, Destroy is in its final form, and have like them be like, maybe the humans recreate Mechagodzilla to help fight Destroya, and maybe Godzilla fucking dies. But then it's like, hey, guess what? Yeah, Godzilla may have died, but son of Godzilla exists, right? Godzilla has a son. It's hidden away in like its lair. So there is a son of Godzilla now. And the humans were able to defeat Destroya. And boom, have that be a movie. Have the death of Godzilla be a movie. That'd be really fucking cool. Cause yeah, use Destroya. And then like and then do the next one, and like the Godzilla corpse, like the original, right? The one from all these movies has just been like sitting around for like, and it's like become, and like Monarchs tried to like cover it up, but they can't move it or anything because it's so radioactive, and like it's got all this plant growth on it, and then boom, the plant growth comes to life, and hey, Biolantis shows up. That would be really cool. There's totally ways to make more of these movies. There's gotta be, because these movies are, god, I'd love more of these movies. Those are just two ideas that came from like the top of my head. Okay, admittedly, I've been thinking about them for the past few days. But yeah, just give us some more of these. I would love it. I probably should have gone for the Samus, obviously. But yeah, I hope we get more of these, because this is the best universe outside of the MCU. I know that's a kind of a controversial take, probably, because I know the DC universe has a lot of defenders, and the Snyder Cut was okay, but nope. This is the MonsterVerse is better than the Schneiderverse. Oh, I guess also the Fast and Furious movies are really good, but I mean, I guess with Hobbs and Shaw, that's now a universe. So I don't know. Take it however you will, but I don't know. Even Hobbs and Shaw was not. It was. I had fun with it, but it was. God, I can't believe. Yeah, I had fun with it, but it wasn't amazing or anything. Oh fuck! You still have a life. I should have been going for that Master Ball. I didn't even think about that. There we go. But yeah, overall, I want more of these, and I love this movie. Go watch Godzilla vs Kong. It's a rip-roaring good time. Mecha Godzilla's in it. I mean, Mecha fucking Godzilla. I'm gonna buy, even though that Funko Pop is ugly as hell, assuming I can find one, I'm gonna buy one of those Mecha Godzilla Funko Pops. Because I own 3 Funko Pops in total. And yep, no, I actually own 2, now that I'm looking at it. Because I'm not gonna spend money to buy a fucking figure. God, that stupid laser fucked me. I was doing really good for a while there. But yeah, and then that's all I got to talk about. So I guess let's do one more match. And then yeah, I guess it's time to end off. And so what is the future of this channel? What is the future of the stream? Well, because I was kind of thinking about talking about this in Animal Crossing, and I've been keeping a lot of cards close to my chest. And I guess, I mean, we just opened a pack of Amiibo cards. I guess it's time to reveal some of the cards I've been keeping close to my chest. So like on the main channel, if you don't know, the streaming is my secondary thing. Because, well, it technically is my primary thing nowadays. But back in the day, I considered it my secondary thing. And since I've been doing Animal Crossing, I've been taking it more seriously. But I still have a main channel. And over on the main channel, I've been reviewing Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision. And, I still have to do the Falcon and Winter Soldier review. I'll do it tomorrow. I haven't even done it yet. But in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, I've been doing those. And then I've also been doing stream highlights. I did a stream highlight for the Bug Snack stream. That was like 3 fucking hours. And I'm going to be doing a stream highlight for the... what is it called? My plan is to do a stream highlight for the Animal Crossing stream from the other day. I theoretically wanted it out today, but I've been lazy. It'll probably go up on Sunday or Monday, I don't know. But yeah, I want to do more stream highlights because I don't know, what influences me in like my stream and whatnot. Back in the day, I used to always say it was Venny Vinesauce, who is right now something's going on with Venny Vinesauce, and like it's been trending on Twitter, allegations against him. I'm not going to talk about it. Just yeah, we don't know enough. I'm not going to talk about it, but just know something's going on there. I don't know. It seems pretty, from what I've seen, definitely seems disingenuous, but you never know. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. Let's just cut it there. But yeah, and nowadays my stream highlights are people like Chilled Chaos and RT Game. So I guess as I take influence from them, so does my content. And while I know I joked about doing more stuff in live action, I don't know, I guess I kind of want to do some stream highlights. And so assuming there is interesting stuff to talk about, I mean, like this in chat we're doing, like in chat will never be, it's more of like a podcasty show. It doesn't really need stream highlights, even though I could theoretically like shorten the load up, I guess. I don't know. I want to get this Donkey Kong. But yeah, so that's probably going to be happening more in the future. Stream schedule wise, I don't have a theme year this year. I'm just going to be playing whatever I feel like playing. And I guess I should reveal so I will not be streaming the next 2 days. I'm not, Saturday I have nothing planned, and Sunday is Easter. And since I'm vaccinated and most of my family is actually vaccinated, luckily, I'm gonna go see the family and hopefully actually, even though I fucking hate Easter, I'm gonna spend some time with the family. I might as well, So yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna be, so yeah. But we will be back Monday, and even though I was joking earlier about how Mario is dead, right? Mario is missing, Mario is dead. The first stream we do is going to be Super Mario 3D World. We're going to be doing Super Mario 3D World. We're hopefully going to beat that. I don't know if we'll get the Champions Road. But I'm going to do that, and we're going to do Bowser's Fury after that, hopefully. That's what I want to do at the moment. Will that actually happen? I mean, how much of that happens? Will we actually get the Champions Road? Hopefully. Yeah, no, I actually Let's Played Super Mario 3D World many years ago. And yeah, now I'm gonna do it again. And yeah, hopefully, this will probably be a better Let's Play than the last one. So for the future of these, I should say I'm not a daily streamer. We did 365 days of Animal Crossing. I will not be a daily streamer here in the future. It's not for me. I don't find it. It was an interesting experiment. We actually did really good that round. But I am not a daily streamer. So from here on out, the stream schedule there is no stream schedule. But my goal is 3 streams a week. And then every Friday we'll do an episode of In Chat. So every Friday will be in chat. It'll be in a different game, probably. Here's what I've been waiting for. Complete 50 battles. And is that the only one we got? Wow. Defeat an opponent with a higher global smash power than you 10 times in quick play. Oh my god. We haven't even done that. Oh my god. Use at least 30 different fighters. Yeah, I know. I wasn't even working towards that. Get 100 total KOs. Arena. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Hey, Terrell's up. Quick plays in 50. Yeah. But yeah, so I will not be a daily streamer. No interest. Instead, we'll be streaming 3 days a week, but my streams will hopefully be longer. Like, instead of doing like 1 hour of Animal Crossing every day, maybe we'll do 3 hours of Mario Brothers 3 days a week. Right? So instead of just 1 hour of Mario Brothers a day, we'll maybe do 3 to 4 hours of Mario Brothers. And that my goal is Monday. We'll do the first 3 to 4 hours of 3D World. And then after that, maybe we won't do anything Tuesday. We're not going to be doing anything Tuesday. I guess this is something that will also come up in chat, is my, like, next week on stream, what comes next. But yeah, we will not be doing anything on Tuesday. I actually have the job interview on Tuesday, so yeah, I'll be doing that then. But then, hey, maybe Wednesday we'll do something. Then, yeah, and every Friday is in chat. And yeah, we're probably gonna move on to Fall Guys. That's my plan for next week. That should be fun. And I do think that maybe some weeks there might not be that much news. So in chat, because today was like the first episode back. It's been going for almost 2.5 hours, but it probably won't always go for 2.5 hours. Actually, wait, we should change that last one. I usually try to get one of each because that seems to get you the maximum stuff. Yeah, so not every episode is probably going to be this long, and I worry that there's not going to be that much news to talk about. And of course, things like Nintendo Directs may throw things into a blitz. But yeah, that's the plan. Things are different now, and hopefully it'll be, as my influences change and as stuff goes on, hopefully it'll be for the better. I don't know, part of me, as I've admitted during Animal Crossing, part of me worries that Animal Crossing was like my big moment, and now it's all downhill from here. But you know, you can't just keep doing the same things over and over again every day. You got to switch things up. You got to do new and interesting things. You got to keep things fresh, get out of your comfort zone, and I guess that's what I'm in theory doing. I don't know. It's very interesting. And we are living in interesting times, per se. Yep. Maybe one day the world will be back to normal. But yeah, today, it was definitely a weird start, and Smash Bros. Technically isn't the perfect game for me to do this with. Hopefully I don't know, I've never done an in-chat in Fall Guys. I always thought Splatoon was perfect. But yeah, I don't know, it was interesting to be back. And then maybe, yeah, next time, hopefully, yeah. But yeah, I'll be back Monday. We're doing 3D World, and yeah, that should be a lot of fun. I have a lot of hopes for 3D World. It's a good game, and it'll be fun to replay it, and I'm super excited for Bowser's Fury. And then, yeah, eventually we're going to do other things. I've hinted, I think I've said we're going to do Pikmin, we're going to do Pokemon, we're going to do other things. And I'm also, specifically, I should also say, I'm not just doing Nintendo games. I know everything I've said is Nintendo games, but I have plans to do, I can think of at least 2 PlayStation games and 1 Xbox game I want to do. So yeah, who knows what happens in the future. Yeah, things are changing, but hopefully they're changing for the better. I mean, maybe not, but if it comes to that, it comes to that. But yeah, the one guarantee is hopefully in chat every week, and then 3 streams outside of that, anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. I mean, I'm never going to be a Chilled Chaos who streams for fucking 9 hours. No, that ain't me. I mean, I have college to do. And hopefully this new, like, the one thing that was kind of nice about doing Animal Crossing was that I could do Animal Crossing for like an hour and then go focus on college. And hopefully this schedule of like 3 to 4 hours a day and then giving time to do college, hopefully that'll work out. And again, we will see as time goes on. But that is where I'm going to end off for today. And with that, I hope you all enjoy. Stay tuned for more. Till next time, peace.